Hello and welcome to another disappointing review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. You can check out all of our hundreds of interviews and reviews at www.celebrityradio.biz. This week we visit Greece, the UK tour, opening in Leeds and going across the UK through 2019. It's electrifying. Sorry, I thought it was an edifying. Following a highly acclaimed sold-out 8-week run at Curve, the first new reimagined production in 25 years of Jim Jacobs and Warren Casey's iconic musical Grease is back on tour. Firstly, I'm fully aware that this review is totally irrelevant, and this show will be a hit regardless of any reviewer's opinion. However, I left the Leeds Grand tonight feeling grubby and disappointed. Here's my review in a nutshell. A 2.5-star show, 1-star indefensible stunt casting, 1-star worthy rewriting of a camp classic, 5-star ensemble energy and precision for the dance numbers, 5-star lighting and choreography, and shoot the sound engineers. Grease 2019 is beautifully directed by Nikolai Foster and has sensational choreography by Arlene Phillips. Unfortunately, though, the sound is at times inaudible, the dialogue is confusing, and that's when the mics are working. This entire show has lost its sexiness, naughtiness, fun and heart. I was truly bored in places, especially in Act 1. What happened to the joy? How could they make this so credible by removing the sass and swagger? I find this production astonishingly ludicrous. Give the public what they want. In the case of Grease, knob gags and escapism. This ain't Shakespeare, for the love of God. So, here's my problem. You see, they did have 5 mind-blowingly brilliant 5-star world-class dance numbers that are worth the ticket price alone. I just wish I could have seen them in succession. And then I could have been in the pub by 8 o'clock. The cast try their best to resuscitate this corpse from the hit it used to be, but it's just exhausting at times. It's just too deep for Grease. Where's the camp in Act 1? Who decided to take this fluff feel-good masterpiece and destroy it with worthy credibility? Speechless. Curiously, in the 50s, when this was staged, shows got cheap laughs from fatties, gays, women and ugly people. Clearly in Leeds, nothing has changed. Know your audience. These were the only cringe titters, and clearly what they were looking for. I can't imagine what The Guardian would make of this unashamedly outdated script in 2019. If you're going to do it, just do it. It's like dressing a drag queen in dungarees. Madness. Here's my major problem. The star of this show is a laughable insult to the credibility of the production, musical theatre and show business itself. Teen Angel is one song, less than 4 minutes, nearly 2 hours into the show. When the star can't cope with this demand, the whole game is fucked in my opinion. It was painful. Despite being billed as the star, Peter Andre will appear at certain performances in Leeds, Southend, Sunderland, Birmingham, Leicester, Dublin, Oxford and Bromley. In Leeds, he will honour the theatre with 10 out of 39 performances. I'm calling bullshit. Therefore, he'll sing less than 40 minutes in a month's run in West Yorkshire. The producers should be truly ashamed. You see, it's also curious that Oduba, who is doing 3 times more shows than Peter in Leeds, didn't make the press night. No, they did it on a night when Pete was performing, a bigger star and bigger box office hit, of course. That's cynical at best. I'm sure no other reviewer will point this out or care, and the show will continue to thrive off a star who mostly will not be appearing. It's almost like a gag from Spamalot. Doesn't sit well with me. Just wait for the social media backlash. This ain't 1980s when you quietly get away with this stuff. It's classless nonsense. I'm furious on the punter's behalf. Just wait. At best, Andre's appointment is stunt casting. At worst, it's misleading to the public and duping the audience into buying a ticket to see a star who most probably will not appear. For avoidance of doubt, the theatre reassure me that it's made perfectly clear when Peter is and isn't appearing when you book. He doesn't even take his top off and sing Mysterious Girl. What a waste of this talent. Let me be clear, I started promoting this tour in September 2018 and the only image we, the media, were sent was of Peter Andre. His alternate, Oduba, was not announced until May 2019. The small print is of no interest to me. It's simply cheating. I don't blame him for taking the gig. I do blame the producers and theatres for booking him. Honestly, he's useless in comparison to this brilliant, talented, disciplined and dedicated young cast. The irony that he'll probably be paid more for 4 minutes than they'll get for a month. Therefore, the current poster is a sickening manipulation of the public trust in my view. Okay, on to the true talents and the drive of this production. The show stars Dan Partridge as Danny, who comes alive in Act 2 vocally. He's quite remarkable in my view. He hasn't got the genuine charisma and swagger to own this entire show, but he's certainly not a disappointment. He's obviously delicious and delivers 5-star guns 8 times a week to tease the adoring lady-type 40-something crowd. Martha Kirby as Sandy is terrific. What a voice. She's got the perfect mix of innocence and vulnerability, but a vocal beauty of a megastar. As good as musical theatre gets. Perfect. Most impressive in Act 1 was Lewis Gaunt as Kaniki, who stole the show with a magical greased lightning. This guy could be Danny. He's got such magnetic presence and was a joy to watch. Finally, Rihanna Louise McCuskey as Rizzo was magnificent in Act 2 and sets the bar for musical theatre in 2019. All of the principal cast should be proud of what they bring to the show. I wanted to love this show. It was one of the first musicals I ever saw as a kid with Shane Ritchie. His pure natural energy, cheekiness and brilliance shone from the second the curtain went up. There was none of that tonight. I felt like Grease had been on a BBC health and safety course and had its life sucked out of it. Ironically, despite the script falling flat, there are some of the most vibrant pieces of choreography and lighting in musical history. I could have jumped out of my seat with pride for the cast. The precision was astounding. I can't believe how depressing the set and incessant, pointless, relentless and mostly inaudible dialogue became in Act 1. I couldn't wait to go to the Pussy Wagon for a vodka and Diet Coke. Clearly, there were major sound issues tonight. That happens, but the diction of some of the cast was hideous at times. They've got to work on that. Come on, guys, it's 2019 and £50 a ticket. I'm heartbroken. I didn't love this. The dance numbers were magical and the 8-piece live band were truly terrific. I don't know how this theatrical gold has become worthy, depressing and laborious. There were barely any titters around me tonight, not one belly laugh. The fact there was no standing ovation at press night says it all. Oh, by the way, before the smart asses write in, get on your feet for the Megamix does not count as a standing ovation, no matter how this may appear during the further well-crafted tweets. The tour continues until the 20th of July at Leeds Grand, making it the longest running visiting production in the theatre's history, and then goes to Cliffs Pavilion, Sunderland, Birmingham, King's Theatre and more. Find out more by going to the Grease UK Tour website. You've been listening to another exhausting review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz. We're the #1 reviewer for theatre in the UK and Las Vegas. This was recorded on the 27th of June 2019. Thanks for tuning in. Ta-da. Hang on and click the link to see the interview with Peter, where he tells us why he can't be bothered to do the show 8 times a week. And you can also see the HD video standing ovation too. Thanks for tuning in. Ta-da.